YouTube, what's going on, man? We have a pretty unique video today for you guys. I interviewed a SCUM hacker. There's usually a lot of SCUM accusations going around in this game. Some legit, some not so much. You basically just got to get good. In this interview, it contains some footage and pictures of hacks, but also has a positive ending to it that you don't want to miss. Make sure to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Love you, fam, and enjoy. All right, welcome everybody. I am doing this interview with a SCUM hacker, and this hacker's name is Ben. Ben, I would like you to introduce yourself to everybody and give yourself a little background story.
So yeah, I'm Ben. I'm in my early 30s. I've been into computers, networking since I was a kid. I've been playing video games since the mid-90s. Grew up with video games all the way from it was Super Nintendo. It's the big thing back then. I've always been into networking. Kind of doing things I'm not supposed to do. It was about like 10, 11 years old when I first started hacking network. So I was about 10, 11 years when I took down the entire network of my school. And well, I kind of accidentally formatted like every single computer in school, like remotely. It was all an accident, I promise.
Wait, so you at 10, 11 years old, you took over computers in your school?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it was easy back then. It was like, 98. Simple. Basic commands, no security.
Now what?
Back then, there was nobody heard of like antivirus. It was like, who need that?
Yeah, there was no Norton security or anything like that. What were you hacking into the computers for? Was it to be rebellious, or were you actually trying to get maybe some answers to a test or something?
Nah, back then it was basically just to see what I actually could do in the network.
Wow.
Like,
Okay.
What could stop me?
Okay, so 10, 11 years old, going into into the computers at school just to test out what you know, what you don't know, and something you just fell in love with, I'm assuming, right?
Well, yeah. I started off cheating when I was about, say, about 15, 16 years. Back then it was Counter-Strike.
So 15, 16. Counter-Strike, I feel like, is the notorious place where a lot of people start.
It's like the place you start with cheating. That's like ground zero for cheating. That's like CSGO. Well, actually, it was like Counter-Strike 1.5 or something.
Yeah, Counter-Strike is like the high school of video games, right? Once you enter high school and you get the taste of badness, you just you start testing things out here and there.
And yeah, the cheats are so easy to get. Pretty much, you could Google cheats for CS. You basically have like 6 million hits. Yeah, I mean, some of them you get caught right away. Some of them weren't really protected. They got, well, I wouldn't say they even have it. It's kind of fucking pointless. So you get a report there, and then there's somebody else, like trusted players, go and overwatch you, see like out of 15 rounds, you see like 5, 6 rounds. And of course, they can see where you aim compared to your enemies and everything. I mean, when you know the basics, like what you're looking for, I mean, wouldn't it then be like damn easy to do?
Well, me personally, I just got into PC gaming, maybe like really got into PC gaming about 2 or 3 years ago. And I've always heard stories about these, especially the Counter-Strike back in the day, hackers and stuff like that. So me personally, I never experienced or even kind of knew about like aim bots and all these types of hacks until I got into PC gaming. Obviously you started PC gaming earlier than I did. Now, I want to ask you what was not the reason of hacking, right? Because hacking equals cheating, right? Basically, that's what the you hack, you cheat, you're cheating in a video game. What does cheating do for you or anybody that uses these hacks in a game? Does it, is it satisfaction? Is it because maybe you don't have enough time to really, learn the game or put time into the game? What gives yourself the comfortability of using these cheats and hacks in any video game?
Well, I would say it depends what you want to achieve. No matter who you ask, everybody wants to be the best. So if you play CSGO, if you ask a cheater in CSGO what he wants to achieve, he wants to be the best player. Even though he sucks, he wants to be the best.
Absolutely.
That's the same way in survival games, in shooter games, they want to be the best. If you play PUBG, they want that chicken dinner. They want to win it at any cost.
That is true.
In SCUM, it's a completely different game than, say, Counter-Strike and PUBG.
So yeah, so that's
Basically, PUBG lasts for like 30 minutes. That's it. Game over. Done. SCUM? Well, this game started last summer. That's the last wipe. That's when this round started.
I'm happy you brought SCUM up because we're gonna transition right into SCUM right now. So it is different, like you said, and I would love for you to, if you could explain, the difference as far as being a cheater or hacker in SCUM. Because SCUM is not a PUBG or CS:GO where these competitive ranked matches or last man is a winner chicken dinner. SCUM is it's a survival game. It's an open world game where there's no chicken dinners, there's no ranked matches. You're just nonstop surviving. So tell me a little bit about how, SCUM Launch, you got into it, and your journey in the beginning of SCUM, basically.
Well, when it comes to SCUM, I started playing that pretty much the day it was released. In the very beginning, there was pretty much no anti-cheat, like at all. It was a free for all. You could, I mean, back then you could make your own cheats pretty much in Notepad. That's how easy it was. But yeah, they got me in the right direction. There's also anti-cheat going. It's still not perfect, but it's starting to get there. I sent you a couple videos showing a few small clips. There's two ways of cheating in SCUM. The game is like in early access, so there will be bugs, there will be exploits, there will be ways to, let's say, do things you're not supposed to do. If you take, for instance, like duplicating items, I mean, everybody knows you're not supposed to do it. I mean, who would need like 15 wardrobes of animated shoes? I mean, it's good to have a spare one.
Well, it falls back into, everyone wanted to be the best, right? Like you said earlier, everyone wants to be the best no matter what it takes. And with duping items, that's kind of like that. Instead of spending hours, looting a bunker or a military POI, you just dupe a bunch of items. All of a sudden, you have 20 MA2s, all the ammo you want.
Run around the entire map, going like to 16 bunkers. And for worst, maybe getting like 2 MA2s, maybe 3 if I'm lucky. And 16 bunkers, that takes like, I mean, even if I just use like 45 minutes, it's still 12 hours of looting. Yeah, do you have any idea how many MA2s I can make myself inside my base in 12 hours? I would be able to make enough water.
Man, okay, so all right, so SCUM launch, the no anti-cheat. I remember the launch of SCUM, it wasn't the most memorable launch in video game history, but yeah, there was a lot of issues with it. and so, you bring in your experience from 10, 11 years old to Counter-Strike all the way into Scum. All right, so Scum Launch, no anti-cheat. You're in there, you're hacking, you're doing stuff. What are you doing exactly? All right, so you're duping items. Are you using like aim bots and certain ESPs as well in this time?
Um, so I would say the game is about 2.5 years into development. They made it far. A lot of those exploits and ways of using items are already taken out. Just will fix it. One of those many updates. When it comes to ESP, infinite ammo, no textures, I made my own cheats last summer. That the way I made them, that was working until say late fall to like October-ish, around that time.
I remember at one point in Scum, you said that there was no textures, right? There was hacks to eliminate like grass and any types of textures, so it was just like an empty flat land for people, right? From their point of view, basically, while a regular player would see a whole bunch of bushes, trees, grass, houses. Is that what you were saying before?
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember those days. Holy crap.
Yeah, so I was able to like literally remove some items. It was possible to delete houses, I could delete humanity. That was back in the days.
So this was like the beginning of Scum. Now,
That was the beginning of Scum. Now it's actually way harder to cheat with Scum. The anti-cheat they're using now, I would say it's up to date. It's not really many working cheats on market anymore. I would say Scum isn't like, yes, it's a good game, but it's not the biggest game. At least not yet.
yeah. Soon TM.
Yeah, soon here. And I would say when it comes to cheats, it's basically business. There's people that is willing to pay like $200-300 for like a working cheat.
This is perfect, because I was literally about to get into the price range. Like, is there you just said $200 or $300 people are willing to pay for hacks and Scum, which is insane to me. Like, is there like levels of price range, like $10, $20, $100, and like usually what does that consist of? Like $10 is aimbot for an hour or something. $300 is aimbot for a year. Like, how does that work?
Well, yeah, there's different price ranges. I would say like if you get like low price range, let's say below $50, then you get like maybe a notepad file that you doesn't understand shit of, and it's useless. If you go to hundreds, that's when you get banned. If you go to like 200, 300, that's when you get like the private sheet. Those are like public out the market. It's not used by 3,000 users getting detected like right away. Obviously, if it's like one kind of cheat used by just a handful of players, it will be detected like instantly. Not that easy to solve. And let's say 20 players out of how many players online tonight? Like 10,000?
Yeah, over 10,000 today, actually. Yeah.
So how would you be able to help like 20 players out of 10,000 using a cheat that nobody knows exists?
This is so crazy to me. It's like a store. It's like walking into Walmart or something, looking going down the aisle, then different price ranges and stuff. That's insane to me. Wow.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of the same thing. If you go to Walmart, if you buy a cheap TV, most likely somebody else got a TV. If you buy the most expensive TV you find on the shelf, how many people in the neighborhood will have that TV? Probably nobody.
That is true. And also throughout this interview, you guys are gonna see a bunch of clips that Ben sent me. You know, some of these hacks and ESP and aimbots and all this stuff. You know, little video previews of this. So I hope you guys are seeing that and enjoying that as well. And Ben, we're gonna get to the part of why we actually agreed upon this interview, because it's not all bad here. You know, we had to go through the background story of this. You know, how Ben got started in this world of hackers and hacking. But there's actually a positive outcome to this story and to this person, Ben. So you know, explain to people that are watching, you know, what you're kind of doing now. You know, kind of working with the SCUM game dev team in a way. Can you get a little bit into that?
Well, um, as I always told you, I was the chief. Never really been proud of it, but not really ashamed either. I kept on cheating until, I would say, the early stages of SCUM, like late 2018, early 2019, about 2 years. After that, I kind of fell in love with like the survival of the game, like the grind, the loot that not just push a button and get it done. Yeah, it's time consuming, but I fell in love. So I figured out like enough is enough. I don't really have to be the best. I can, of course, I'm still the best, but I don't have to cheat to be the best.
I respect it. I like that.
Yeah. Always gotta be the best. So I always outplayed it fair. I played it here for about one, yeah, about 1.5 years, I would say, almost, until like last summer, early last summer, and then there was, well, let's say the cheaters arrived.
So you
So
kind
yeah,
of you experienced the other side at some point in SCUM. That's what you're saying. Like you experienced people cheating against you.
yeah, all of a sudden I was on the wrong side of the cheat, or at least it felt like it. So basically, I was never raided. Never. I defended every single base I had. I was standing alone against 5, 6, 7 players. Not a problem. I got a decent score. It was taken out, I mean, for the .4 wipe. Well, we called it like the .39 wipe too. Because we first went out and wiped every server on 0.39 and then they wiped 0.4. So it was like a double wipe. And we never got raided, not once. And then we had a guy called MP5 joining in. And obviously enough, he had an MP5 with one bullet. So this guy, he came to our base, he had an MP5 with one bullet, he had an aimbot, he had infinite ammo, and he shot his way through, it was like 7, 8 layers, metal wall, with an MP5 with one bullet.
Wow.
Then he shot down 2 cabins, blew up 5 cars, still with an MP5 with one bullet. And that's when I started to get pissed. I figured, okay, back to space, I'll build a new one. This time I'm gonna get those fucking cheaters. So me and my squad, we built, not really sure, but I think it was about 16 layers of metal wall. And we had 2 layers of door frames around the thing. And the result was that they started to shoot us from the outside of the base instead. They had a guy sitting like 2 sectors away shooting at us with everything. Like, almost on the other side of the map.
So
And then his one of his squad mates, I think he was called AK, and of course he had an AK. one bullet. So he came and shot his way through like the entire base. Then he was caught going through locked doors. Then he kind of just walked through the walls and stayed out again. Yeah, it was bad. I mean, it sounds like a shitty moment, and it was. I mean, I was really too happy about being raided, and for the first time, it was raided by a cheater. Then again, it was kind of a wake-up call. So I figured I had got enough of this. I would say there was that moment I kind of looked around and from being a cheater to deciding that I'm gonna indeed.
That's a pretty cool story, Ben. You know, from your childhood, just being curious and testing out your knowledge and falling in love with something when it came to networking and hacking into the computer just to do it and have fun, to you know, going to the dark side of it and kind of, you know, CS:GO and any other games, just trying to be the best and win all the time, and then you know, ending up on the other side of cheating and hacking and just having that wake up call, like you said, and just wanting to help people that are dealing with this, whether it's players or developers making the game. And it's kind of like, it kind of, your journey in this lifestyle kind of just did a 360 back to why you started, just because you loved it and you were testing it out. And you know, that's pretty awesome, man. That is pretty awesome. What is your goal now, as far, because you know, you know so much, you've been involved so much, like what is your goal now with Scum? Is just to help the game continuously grow and combat these type of cheaters and hackers?
Well, after that incident, the first thing I did was to decrypt the entire game. To decrypt the game, I made my own cheats, working cheats with infinite ammo and no textures, like pretty much the entire book. Then I sent it all over to Devil. Like how I made it, I sent them the encryption code, everything, the game files, and told, okay, hey, you got it. Like seriously, take a look at this. It's I can make it without any background. I mean, who else can? I'm not the best programmer. No fucking way. So, I mean, if somebody that actually know how to make cheese and doing it, then the game would be dead.
Absolutely. A lot of games have been dead because of hackers. I can't name really any top of my head right now, but there are definitely games out there that completely die out because just too many hackers. That's it.
Or let's say, you want to play a round of Call of Duty?
Oh yeah, Call of Duty Warzone, right? Everyone stopped playing it for a while because they had thousands of cheaters, and Activision wasn't doing anything for months.
Yeah, they were like, oh, cheaters? There's cheaters in Call of Duty? Nah, you haven't seen them.
I remember for like 6 months straight, Ben, that I was just seeing on YouTube and Twitter just a whole bunch of like streamers and content creators being hacked and cheated on, and these guys just flipping out on stream. Like, I'm just trying to play the game, man. Why we gotta deal with this? Activision.
I mean, it's the same story over and over again with big games. You got Escape from Tarkov, you got Call of Duty. I mean, you got pretty much every Call of Duty game that has been cheaters. Like after a couple of weeks after release, it's about 2 months. It's not playable at all because it's full of cheaters. Loaded, and it goes back to normal. Same Escape from Tarkov. I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be the same with SCUM when it comes to like a big release. It's going to be, I would say, not flooded with cheaters, but it's going to be, say, a big increase.
Well, you know what? Luckily, the devs have somebody like you that are, you know, trying to help out to prevent that from happening, or try to prevent it as much as possible. Because, you know, it's probably unpreventable, like you said. But the more knowledge, the better, man. That's how I look at it.
As you know now, I think there's one cheat that I haven't really managed to track down. It's a one. beside that, I think every cheat that's on the market right now is created by ECN and is not used anymore.
So
So far,
real quick,
I think I spent about $500-$600 on like so-called functioning cheats, and all of them got me banned.
So the anti-cheat at the moment, which is obviously always being upgraded and developed, is doing pretty good right now, is what you're saying.
I would say it's doing an excellent job.
Nice. I'm happy to hear that. People like you helping on top of the anti-cheat continuously getting better and better. I mean, can't beat that. Ben, we're gonna close out this interview in a little bit, man. But I want to say thank you. Thank you for accepting to do this. It means a lot, not only to myself, but I'm pretty positive I can speak for the majority of the community that the community is gonna love this listen and hearing the side of a hacker side and your journey from as a kid to now. And I also want to say personally for me, thank you for coming to the for leaving the dark side and coming to the side where, you know, people just want to have fun and genuinely enjoy games for how they are, and you kind of going against the grain from what you've known your whole life, and you know, trying to do positive out of that. It's not easy to do, man, and my hat off to you, brother. Thank you very much for helping this community out.
It's a pleasure having you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, man. Is there anything you would like to say before we close out this interview, man?
Oh, that's the last few words. It's not necessarily I need to cheat to be the best. It's always a opportunity to practice until you get to be the best.
You don't always have to cheat to be the best. You can always practice to be the best. I like that, Ben. Thank you very much, man. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this interview. Make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave some comments down below. Ben, thank you again. I appreciate you. And until next time, man.